Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Wow, what an exciting day today here in terms of financial markets and maybe what this means from a longer-term global geopolitical perspective. But it was kind of a historic day because the grand experiment of the European Economic Community or the EU is potentially really maybe beginning to show some signs that it might be unraveling with Great Britain actually having the referendum and voting to leave the EU just by a very narrow margin, though. And it's pretty historic because over the last 75 years, there's just been this big pull to kind of bring the whole EU together, and now that might be unraveling. And there's a lot of unanswered questions. And what that's doing is that's causing a big flight to quality here into the United States. So mortgage-backed securities and interest rates are benefiting greatly by what is happening today and should for a little bit. But my title was, so what is your Brexit strategy? So today we hear all the headlines of a whole lot of volatility. One thing I do want to let you know of, or just at least give you some perspective here, is that like today, we saw that the stock market is going down. Futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average before the market opened were showing that it could be a loss of up to about 600 points. Seems like a real big loss. Well, just last Thursday, we were at the same level as if the Dow Jones Industrial Average did lose 600 points today, because from Thursday to yesterday, last Thursday, the Dow had gained about 600 points. So it's really over a period of week where we've just kind of treaded water, but there's just this volatility. And also these headlines are making a lot of people nervous. But just keep things in perspective. The more things change, the more things kind of stay the same. So the bottom line is, though, this will keep interest rates low for quite some time because there's going to be just a whole lot of volatility here as stuff begins to shake out. There's going to be a lot of unanswered questions. You know, will the Netherlands now want to leave it? You know, will the EU completely unravel? Will they try to bring Great Britain back, and will there be another referendum? And it's just going to cause a whole lot of volatility as the market tries to figure out how this is going to shake out. And any way you slice it, this does not help economic growth. And economic growth is what causes inflation, which causes interest rates to get better. So this is going to be a further headwind, and we were already experiencing a whole lot of headwinds. So this could be also what maybe starts to trigger a global recession potentially in the years to come. It may not be a big recession, but you know, we are 84 months into this expansion, which is the fourth largest time frame. So this just gets us a little bit closer to maybe keeping economic growth down to where we might start talking about a recession, and that keeps interest rates low. So bottom line is the strategy is to take opportunities when you can. That would be the Brexit strategy here. And today we are seeing interest rates approaching almost the best levels ever. I don't know if it's going to continue, and we'll see this move for rates even to be lower further. They can't go that much lower. But today would be a great day to lock, because the other thing that might happen, just like what happened with the stock market, is, you know, you have good days and bad days, and we might lose a little ground from these levels as things begin to settle. But the bottom line is that we're going to see interest rates really good. Again, the Federal Reserve probably won't be able to increase credit like they want to because of all this volatility. There's going to be further economic headwinds here from a global perspective. This can't be good for in the short term for what it means for the European communities and their economic perspective, and that's going to cause pressure for the United States. So bottom line is the interest rates are going to be great, and there will just be continued volatility because of all this kind of historic new level thought of what will happen. So we'll keep you informed. And thing that got lost too today is that we did see durable goods come in much weaker than expected. So that's not good for the United States as well. So it's just further evidence that this is going to be putting some pressure on economic expansion, and therefore that's going to be a positive thing probably for interest rates. We'll keep you informed as to how all this shakes out. If you have any questions, please give us a call. If you're working this weekend, so are we. It's still a great time to buy. But tell your clients, not to panic, because that's the other thing that can lead in is that everybody begins to just get worried about, well, what does this mean? And then do nothing. Still a great time to buy. It's still a great time to own a home because interest rates are wonderful and you can finance them at wonderful levels. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, give us a call. And thanks for joining me with Java with Jared. Bye-bye.